Filling rows first in Java Grid Layout. When working with Java's grid layout, many developers aim to efficiently organize their components or elements within a window. One of the common tasks is to add elements horizontally such that a row is filled before moving on to the next one. This task can initially seem challenging but can be mastered with a clear understanding of the grid layout behavior. Understanding grid layout in Java. Grid layout is part of Java's Abstract Window Toolkit, AWT, providing a way to arrange components in a rectangular grid. When you create a grid layout, you can specify the number of rows and columns for your grid. Unlike other layout managers, grid layout aligns components in a strict grid format where all cells are of equal size, and spacing can be defined through horizontal and vertical gaps. Adding elements row by row. To add elements to a grid layout horizontally, i.e., filling a row first, you need to follow a sequence that aligns with the layout's native behavior. Here is a simple approach to achieve this. Initialize the grid layout. Choose the number of rows and columns that suit your layout needs. For example, specifying new grid layout 0 cols lets you set any number of columns, and rows will be dynamically added as needed. Add components sequentially. As you add components, grid layout will place them in the grid, filling one complete row before moving to the next row. Ensure you add elements in the sequence you want them displayed. Key considerations. Dynamic row number. By setting the row parameter to 0, 0, you allow the layout to add rows dynamically based on the total number of components and the specified number of columns. Component order. Components must be added in the correct sequence because their order in the code will directly translate to their position in the grid. Conclusion. Understanding how grid layout works can drastically improve the user experience of Java applications. By leveraging its ability to dynamically lay out components row by row, developers can craft intuitive and aesthetically pleasing UI structures. The key is to appropriately manage the number of columns and pay attention to the order in which components are added, ensuring a logical flow and good visual alignment. Whether building simple forms or complex UIs, mastering grid layout is an essential skill for every Java developer. Keep experimenting and applying these principles to make the most of Java's flexible layout system.